when we open our mind to the possibilities, we see new, beautiful things around us. We see the power of the life-giving force. And that's the one which makes us truly understand what we can do to take responsibility.
जैसे बिना मतलब का प्यारा रिश्ता हो कोई, ये तो आशा की लहर है, ये तो उम्मीद की सहर है, खुशियों की लहर है, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीन पर।
And our minds are listening and interpreting and start applying that for the application area. So my mind is so, I would say, play on us. It's not on a specific human being. The mind is so smart that it wants to get into the level 3, but not get into the first principle. First principle is the literal meaning of design thinking. The second is how you do the design thinking, and third, what for you want to do the design thinking. But we jump to the third portion, not the first principle over here. So when you're looking about design, the first principle becomes a critical area where one needs to spend time on. What is the first principle we are talking about? The 4 elements: listening, observation. When N. Stedler talks about the nature, nature speaks to you.
Hal Gregerson, in their seminal book Innovator's DNA, Innovator's Dilemma, they actually play down the 5 behaviors everybody can pick up, which leads to greater innovation behaviors. These include, and I know them by heart because we practice that every day, observing, questioning, associating, experimenting, and networking.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is that none of these are technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are all common sense behaviors we can all pick up by doing more of it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Outcome of this is that you develop better attitudes. Now that's attitudes that we train in. There are 6 attitudes we train in, something that we work with quite a bit, which include being human-centered, spending time to explore problems,
another example of out-of-box innovation thinking is who in their wildest dream thought, hey, Jio is going to hit the market and we're going to have the world's cheapest data is, right? So if somebody says that, people would have joked or laughed that time, but they made it happen primarily. The impact of that is today is what the Indian consumers are today primarily. From 7 million, we have close to 460 active million users. And in that, majority of them are mobile users primarily kind of thing, right? So all this is one format of design thinking.
One of the main thrusts of my talk today is that you cannot wait for day after tomorrow. And as some people like to say, though I don't use this expression much, but I'm using it now, the society needs your intervention yesterday. It is by far over time, above the time deadline that you should have started doing something. Anyone who can look after himself and is comfortable enough to look after himself and his family should be looking after others as well.
Okay. One last tip for all these design thinkers or people who are aspiring to be the design thinkers. What is your last one tip for them?
Slow down.
Lovely.
That's it. Spend time to listen and learn. Don't be in a hurry to find a solution. Complex problems cannot be solved quickly. Human problems rarely get solved quickly. You solve a problem quickly, then you create 5 other problems for humans downstream. Slow down and listen. Spend time listening, observing and listening. If you can't listen, observe. Don't talk. Be in an environment and just see how people are living their lives. Don't engage, just listen. Just observe, sorry. But design thinking success is in our ability to slow down and absorb before we get into implementation. Yeah. That's the only way, in my opinion.